This is the newly released Honor Magic 7 Pro. Although the Chinese version was launched ahead of schedule in November, many are more eager for the global release. However, there's an important question in people's mind. Can this flagship phone live up to its price tag? In this video, let's talk about the true performance. The design of the Honor Magic 7 Pro has started to show continuity like other Chinese brand smartphones, but many changes have been made in the details. For example, the metal ring on the camera module is smaller, making the transition between the camera module and the phone smoother. This change gives the back of the phone a more integrated feel. It looks very sleek and modern from any angle. The version we have is named Breeze Blue, a fresh and light blue tone that gives a sense of peace and elegance. In addition, there are other colors such as black, white, and lunar shadow gray. This color features a water flow texture as before. On the front, the Magic 7 Pro still features a 6.8-inch quad-curved floating screen. Visually, the phone's bezels are very narrow and the feel is very rounded. However, Honor is aware that many people do not like curved screens, so the curvature is very small. This not only provides the feel of a curved screen, but also the visual effect of a flat screen. In terms of performance, I don't think we need to give a long speech for it. Even the entry-level 12 gigs plus 256 gigs model, I believe, can meet the needs of most people. It also shows a good result in Geekbench 6 and Antutu test. In tests with the Honkai Star Rail, even in the most complex scenarios during the golden hour in Panacony, the game still achieves very good frame rates. Of course, for gaming, the screen's touch response speed is also very important. By checking the camera's playback, we can also find that the Magic 7 Pro's touch response is very quick. Overall, you don't need to worry about the performance of the Magic 7 Pro. Now let's talk about the screen. The front screen is a 20:9 6.8-inch full equal depth macro curve provided by the well-known screen manufacturer Visionox. The screen has a 1 to 120 Hz LTPO adaptive refresh rate, which means it can dynamically adjust the refresh rate according to the content, ensuring smoothness and saving battery life. The screen's pixel density is as high as 453 ppi with a screen-to-body ratio of 92.96%, presenting an extremely delicate and clear picture. In addition, the screen also has an HDR peak brightness of 5,000 nits and a global peak brightness of 1,600 nits. The visibility under various lighting conditions are all good. At the same time, Honor adds more eye care features to the phone. For example, at very low brightness levels, the screen automatically switches to an ultra high frequency PWM dimming mode, providing a more comfortable experience. In contrast, iPhones have not made any progress in this area, using low frequency PWM dimming at both low and high brightness levels. So if you are sensitive to flicker, you might want to try the Magic 7 Pro. What impresses me the most about this phone is its speaker quality. According to the teardowns by Chinese media, the Magic 7 Pro is packed with two large speakers. With bass enhancement algorithms and sound compensation features, the phone provides a more powerful and resonant low-frequency response, while ensuring balance between different audio content. This combination of software and hardware ensures that when playing music and videos, the sound is not only loud but also deep, with a particularly prominent bass effect. Here is an audio sample for your reference. In terms of imaging, the Magic 7 Pro has a 50-megapixel wide-angle camera, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, and a 200-megapixel ultra-high-definition telephoto camera. The wide-angle camera uses a 1/1.3-inch sensor and supports a variable aperture, which is particularly excellent in low-light conditions. The ultra-wide-angle camera offers a 122 degrees wide field of view and has a macro shooting capability as close as 2.5 centimeters. The 200-megapixel telephoto camera supports a 3x optical zoom and up to 100x digital zoom, equivalent to 72 to 2400 millimeters. This telephoto camera is also the one I use the most when shooting. For example, at the 3x zoom, you can achieve very high image quality. The colors of the subject's clothing are vibrant and the texture is delicate, especially the texture and layering of the red kimono and floral decorations. The flowers and trees at the background are also clear with the natural colors that contrast harmoniously with the subject. The overall image is crisp with no noticeable noise and the lighting is soft. Overall, the facial expressions and the posture of the subject is presented well. If you choose to shoot with a 6x camera, you will find that the image quality is equally excellent with a precise detail. The texture of the brown pigeon's feathers and the details of its feet are very clear with the sharp contrast against the gray ground, and the colors are natural. In this photo of a white pigeon group, the details of the feathers and the red of their eyes are well presented. Although the green plants are slightly blurred, this step of field effect makes the pigeon stand out, adding a sense of layering to the photo. Both photos have a good exposure and white balance control with no obvious overexposure or underexposure, and the overall image is clean with excellent noise control. Even at night, you can achieve good results. However, I do not recommend using a zoom above 30x as the image quality will significantly decrease at that point. But when you turn on AI Super Zoom, you will get a different result. After a long calculation by AI, you can be amazed to find that the image quality is just like when you use 3x or 6s. You can also preview the difference before and after in real time in the system gallery, which is truly amazing. There's a 5850 million Honor's 3rd gen silicon carbon battery in this 6.8-inch phone. The battery capacity density is improved again. It can support up to 100 watt wireless charging and 80 watt wireless charging, with an official charger and cable. Unfortunately, there isn't a charger included in the package. You will need to purchase the Honor Supercharge brick. We did a charging test with the charger that support the PPS protocol. Results are here. It supports the USB 3.2 Gen 1. It means this port has a transfer rate of 5 Gbps. According to our test, copying a 19.8 gigs video file can achieve a speed of 431 megabytes per second, taking only 47 seconds. It also supports DisplayPort 1.2 output, allowing you to connect an external 4K 60Hz monitor and use the phone in desktop mode. Additionally, the Magic 7 Pro has 2 very convenient features. It not only has ultrasonic fingerprint unlocking, but it is also one of the few phones that support 3D face unlocking. If you are using a conventional optical face unlocking phone, you might be greeted by a flash when unlocking your phone in a dark place. However, with this phone, which uses a 3D face solution, does not have this issue. The phone itself runs a Magic OS 9.0 based on Android 15 and provides monthly security updates. However, as for now, there isn't any official info of how many years of OS updates there is, but based on the policy in recent years, the Magic 7 Pro should have at least 3 major Android upgrades and at least 5 years of security patches. I believe the Honor Magic 7 Pro is a very powerful flagship phone. Apart from not including a charger, it is a phone that is hard to find flaws in. It has an A-Elite chip for performance, a screen with a high dynamic range that also maintains eye care advantages. Additionally, it supports IP68, IP69, infrared remote control, NFC, ultrasonic fingerprint, 3D face recognition, symmetrical dual speakers, and Type-C video output. This exceptionally strong hardware makes it a true flagship. Therefore, I believe it is a very competitive phone in its price range. And if you want to know more about this, there's a link down below. I'm Gizmochina. See you next time.